What's up, world? It's rcpartner here, back again with another video. Today I got a tips and tricks for you for roller champions. Now, this is going to be different than some of the other tips and tricks videos you've seen, I believe, because I'm going to go over a lot of out-of-game examples and things that are going to help your player experience more so than tips within the game mechanically, because a lot of that stuff has already been covered, so stick around. So if you ever caught yourself with the throw animation and you want to get out of this, now there are two ways that I can think of. At the moment, the first is to pass. So if you're stuck in this animation and there's another player around, you can freely pass to them. But the easier method and just something to get out is a quick dodge, and that will pull you out of the throw animation. So if you're ever stuck in that and you feel like, oh wow, I'm gonna throw, and then nope, you can stop it, right? So it's actually good for faking out, right? If you needed to fake out and then come back this way and possibly get a throw, and then faking out again and then getting it. Now this is an out of game example, but I feel like people that are looking up tips and tricks could really use some of those, especially because they've run into like issues with the game or a bug. This is if someone joins your game or you're playing with somebody and you can't queue, you'll just have to promote them to leader. Whoever's in your party, you'll click their name, you'll promote them to leader, they'll be able to queue. Now they can also promote you back as well, and then you can re-queue with them. Another tip, and I'm only including it because I see so many people do this, is when they get the ball right down here, let's say like right here, they'll take the ball all the way back to the beginning. You don't have to do that. It's unfortunate because the game tutorial at the beginning actually tells you to come to this pillar, but if you're all the way down there, you don't have to go back. Now, this is probably another decently useful tip. People probably don't think about it, but a lot of games tend to do this, especially like GTA. People will swap between keyboard and mouse, and it actually does work with this game. Right now, I'm playing on my keyboard and mouse, and then I can immediately swap to my controller. Now, why would I want to do this? Mainly because if you were going for a shot, maybe you're like setting up and you're getting ready for someone to shoot to you, so you're setting up for it. You immediately can swap. I'm already on my keyboard, or my mouse and keyboard now. As you see, I'll swap pretty fast, and now I'm on my controller. So it's a pretty quick swap, especially if the controller's on your lap. But you could set up for this. Maybe they're getting ready for their pass. He's coming around this way. You swap to your keyboard. You get ready. You get the pass. Now on my keyboard, and then now I can go for the shot. Fairly simple tip, but I just figured I'd include it. I think another decent tip I can show you here is that if you ever get a black screen, now I won't be able to show this because I haven't had it happen actually, to be fair. What you'll want to do is you want to hit Alt-Enter on your keyboard, and if you're on console, I believe you just hit the home button, your home button, and then PlayStation, the same thing. You'll just hit the button to go to the menu or your messages or wherever, and you'll hit that button and it'll take you back. But if you're on mouse and keyboard, hit Alt-Enter or just Alt-Tab, and it should get your game out of the black screen. Now I'll include this one because some people don't know about it, and it's conflicting with what some of the developers are saying. That'll leave the queue going. Some people have dealt with like really long queue times. My recommendation is every 5 minutes, this timer gets to 4 to 5 minutes, just cancel the queue and re-queue it. This is another out-of-game example, but if you're on PC, people have run into tons of issues as far as with their antivirus software, picking up a file called IL2CPP. Now I have a whole video on it, so maybe you've already seen it, but I figured I would just include it just in case you're running into that you can't start your game. You'll want to come into here if you have Windows Defender, and then you'll turn on control folders, and you'll allow an application, you'll hit yes, and then you'll browse through, you'll find your game's location, you'll add the exe or the folder itself. I would add the IL2CPP folder. I have a video on it and you can watch through. I have all the major ones, and there's a bunch of comments and people talking about how to fix, etc. I just wanted to add, and I don't want to do anything special at the moment, at least. I want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Really do appreciate that. If you could continuously like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel, keeps the motivation going, and I'd appreciate it. Till the next one, deuces.